going? Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? Let's see. So we're gonna stay bullish on gold for now. Let's pull up our market AI, see what's going on there. So gold futures retreat slightly after a historic rally, remain near all-time highs. A pullback level of 42.70 on gold. It's right over here, 42.70. Possible market pullback level. Upside target 4,400, guys. That is wild. 4,400. We're just storming our way through, trying to make our way to 5,000.
Why are you whispering?
Am I whispering? I don't know, bro. It's early day. I'll get the mic closer. Maybe I'll turn the gain up. Does that help? Let's see. Test.
It's fine. I just didn't know if there may be an axe murderer in your house and you're hiding.
Nah. Maybe. Probably. Let's see. Gold. So I do have this hourly demand zone. I actually took some longs last night on gold. You guys saw I posted in here last night. It's like I'm looking for some gold longs here. Where were we? Right here. Look at this. It's in some micro golds. When we had this big sell-off candle right here, it was just dropping. We hit demand. Once we had that 5-minute close outside of it, so look, this was the big drop candle. Volume picked up. This is our reversal level volume. It's what we look for when we come into a demand zone. Once we closed back outside of it over here, I put my entry back at demand, stop loss near the low, and I do target, usually like to target that next area high. This one I did take for a scalp. I got out around here for a little bit of a 1-to-1 risk to reward. It was overnight, so I wasn't really looking for a big trade there. Let's see. At this point, gold chopped around, made its way back to the zone, and has held again. So we'll see if New York session opens if we want to gun to it one more time. We check our 15-minute time frame, see what's going on here. So 15-minute time frame wise, this order block looking area, sort of like a supply zone. Let's see, box. So we have our basing. This is an area where price held as support, resistance. Now what I would like to see is now I could find a few possible trade setups. Setup number 1 is going to be a retest of demand and a hold of demand. Setup number 2 is going to be a break of this supply, which look at how we rejected the supply so far. If we could sort of chop our way through it and then have a big explosion through it, create that low volume shelf somewhere over here, look for that test of 30, that pullback, and then target new highs on gold. So like I said, a couple things we're looking out for today on gold. Really just staying bullish for the most part. Not much of a reason to switch our bias yet. My buddy texted me. He's like, "Oh, you live trading today?" I said, "Yeah, I'll be live in a bit." Let's see. Any economic news today? Probably not. Trump tracker looks pretty hot right now. See what's going on there. Today's open press meeting between U.S. and Ukraine presidents focused on potential Tomahawk missile transfers occurs amid heightened global attention and recent Gaza ceasefire. The event's public visibility, its direct impacts for U.S.-Russia relations, elevate volatility risk significantly. So when is that? That's at 1 o'clock the afternoon today. So again, something that's not going to reflect on us in the morning. So that's okay. Boy, guy. What's up, everybody? Make some money today. Take a look at NASDAQ, gold, yes. Take a look at NASDAQ now. Start on the daily time frame. We see we've been struggling. NQ, let's update some of those levels. So bull target, we're already above our bull target on, at least according to market. Whereas our bear target is 24,380. All the way down here near our, yeah, past that previous day low, way past the previous day low. Previous day low's over here. Let's update previous day low, previous day high. Market level 24,680. I mean, it's got us in a pretty low range. Oh, that's a previous day high. It's not what I meant to drag.
Morning, man.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy? How's it going?
Oh, pretty well.
Jeremy, good morning.
Not feeling as good today as I did yesterday, but doing all right.
All right. See, so guys, something I'd note is every time we dip into this area on the NASDAQ right here, this is when we had that gap from Friday's close. This is the whole day when Trump announced on Twitter that China and US are in a trade war again. And then he took it back that night on Twitter as well. And that's what gave us sort of that gap up and pullback. And every time we enter this gap area, this blue zone, buyers step in. We break this low, buyers step in again. So something I might look for is to see if we can possibly get that break of the low here. And look for like that sell side liquidity. Look for a sweep down there because that also lines up with the market key level and another demand zone down there too. So if we can find some buying on NASDAQ near 24,380, I would look for a long position. If we find buying before then, let's check our lower time frame, see if anything else is lining up. Like the 3-hour here could be basing before it continues higher. 2-hour, not much. We do have a 1-hour, so I'm going to update the supply zone up here. That's 1 hour.
Guess I'll stretch my 2-hour zones out another day.
Yeah, haven't been really getting a good move on ES and NQ lately.
I'd love to see it just rip to the downside from here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll see. Alright, not really seeing anything on NASDAQ. A little bit of this zone, this area right here. So we will mark that out. We have rejected it a couple times. Same situation as gold, where like the setups I'm looking for is either buying the lows, or if we could get that breakout above our resistance points, a retest and target the high of the range, right? This is just the high of the range. This isn't like an extension move. This is just buying the lows, selling the highs. Add some alerts on NASDAQ. Great. Take a look at ES.
I'm on 737. Let's go.
ES. Previous day high, previous day low. Only thing I will point out too is we took out previous day low on ES and NQ and reversed since then. Let's see, 6-hour. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Yes, sir. I can get that money today. Morning, everybody. What's up, Adrian? What's up, Siva, Ryan, Mike, Marziti, Kev, Joyce, Joe? What's going on, Jay? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
It is a
3-hour,
happy Friday.
2-hour, 1-hour. Here we go, supply. So now we can delete some of these broken demand zones, no longer relevant. So now also something I would note is we were starting to create supply zones on the sell-off, so that tells me that there are real sellers stepping in the market. If we were just sort of pulling back and we weren't creating any supply, then there would be a better chance that we just chop our way back higher. But at this point, because we're creating these areas of consolidation before making those moves lower, that's where a lot of the big banks, institutions, they're positioning themselves. So we would like to see if that wants to hold. 67.30 on ES for possible shorts. The supply zone, 90-minute, 45, 30-minute. Yeah. That's it. NQ, head and shoulders forming on NQ daily. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit, right? If we're trading chart patterns, it definitely is resembling a little bit of a head and shoulders, where we've got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder Guess now what we would look for is the neckline, which is usually from a pivot to a pivot. So it'd go from like lows to highs, right? And we would see, okay, well, this is the area we would want to reject. And that would line up where we have that ES supply zone. So yeah, Brandon, good call on that, man. Maybe we do have a head and shoulders on the daily time frame here. I'm not a big fan of using, the heck what just happened? Oh, I'm not a big fan of using like price action patterns like that, like head and shoulders and stuff. But higher highs, lower highs, those are very important. Like right now, what we see is we made a higher high after a higher high, a higher high. But now we failed that high, we made a lower high. And we failed this low, and we made a lower low. So now we are sort of starting to shift to the downside, but we have to remember when in doubt, zoom out. We are still very close to those new all-time highs. So I wouldn't be so quick to be like, oh, the end is here, that we're going short, gotta go short. Just be a little patient. Let markets come to us, get that reaction, see how equities are moving and stuff this morning too. What's up, Joe? Good morning, bro.
I'll be right back.
Sure thing. Gold looks okay to pump right here, as it is doing. Let's see. Gold has a wild range though right now, like an insane range. Like, gotta trade micros on it if we're trading it. Because it's so volatile. A lot of times we'll get like little 5-point moves. Right now we're just like we're seeing whole 1-point spreads. A 1-point move on one gold contract would be $100. So if we are looking at 5-minute candles, that if we measure from low to high, are about 14 to 15 points. It's $1,500 right there. I usually only like to risk about $250 on a trade. That's way too much for me. So I would probably have to go on a micro route, right? So that's fine. Because guess what? You go micro, you're still getting the same risk to reward. It's funny, I was thinking of taking some gold calls today. Because 0 day. And yesterday, man, I banked on those. Got in at 128, out at like 230. Should have got out around 256 when it was up there, but it ended up climbing, man. I was in the 400 calls. The 400 calls, they went in the money overnight, but you can't sell options overnight, so it's not like I missed anything. What was I doing? I'm gonna bring up Schwab, and we'll take a look at that. Yo, YouTube guys, make sure you hit that like button, and yo, drop a bunch of comments if you're on YouTube. I saw something last night for Twitch and YouTube, how if people are viewing but not commenting, the view rate stays sort of stagnant. But if a lot of people, even if it's the same people commenting, it increases the viewer count, right? Because it counts it as engagement, it counts the video as, hey, listen, people like this, let's get more people in here. So literally, spam it if you have to, but just like comment, comment, comment. Let me know what you're trading. Long, shorts, NQES, gold. What up, Discord? What up, Adonis? Good morning, man. Austin, Blackfoot, Ozzy. Good morning, Oz. Mike, what's up? Desi, good morning. Guys, give me a second to get Schwab going. Yo, good morning, bro. Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's see. We could also see where we're opening in the New York session. So we see that we are opening within that previous New York session's high and low. Oh, so we're opening. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. If we could open within the range, that gives us an 80% chance of breaking either to the upside or the downside. I'll show you this. It's an edge full stat. Inside bars. Yeah, check it out. Those contracts. I was in and out, like over here. Oh, it doesn't show it now. 128. This is where I got in. And then it just sort of peaked at 256. It had a crazy pullback. I'm glad I didn't get out down here 163. I did end up holding back to like 230, like I said. But that thing just kept going, man. I would like to see, listen, if we could see gold sell in the morning, like New York session opens, gold pulls back first and we get the demand, those options are going to drop in value very quickly, and that's when we want to look to pick them up. So I might look for some gold calls today in this area because I'm able to sort of let myself have a wider stop loss and have a really good ROI on that. Actually, let's see. I want to see where's gold. GLD. $369 overnight. Okay, right. So it did hit 400 overnight. But it is below 400 now. So again, those 400 options are going to be much cheaper. Time is it? We got 3 minutes till market opens. Bro, that would be crazy if gold could keep that going. YouTube guys, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Guys, big announcement. Starting next week, hosting a new show, not on Benzinga. It's going to be on Market AI. So we're sort of building out Market AI, MarketEdge.ai. That's this company over here. Great company. Would highly recommend traders, day traders, Forex, futures, options, anybody use it because this is like your knowledge terminal for anything market related. If you want to check economic calendar, they have the best economic calendar in the game, and they still are working on updating it too, which is crazy. But when you click on an event, that's funny. You could do report summary, generate report. It says generate speech summary right now because it was a speech. And then it takes the whole speech, takes the whole PDF, everything that's in it from the main source, right from the Federal Reserve or wherever the source is coming from, and breaks it down for you so you don't have to go through all the files. Like, look at this. Neutral tone. Oh, this is an update. This is new. That's so cool. Key findings, broader text, risk implications. Save 10% on this, guys. Use discount code KEV or Bullishbrs. Both save you 10%. They have this thing, backtest fundamentals. Why did we sell off this day right here? Oh, well, because escalation of the US and China trade deal threat. Okay, well then why did we reverse over here? Because Trump changed his mind. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Appreciate you coming on YouTube to comment, bro. That's real right there. But yeah, overall, this is a really cool thing. You could add your favorites up here, ES, NQ, Gold. And when you click different tickers, it updates all of this information for you. So like what's impacting gold right now? Fed rate cuts, geopolitical risk, dollar weakening. If the dollar's still weak, dude, gold could just keep flying. About 40 seconds till market opens. We'll be watching gold. Would like to see a pullback into demand when market opens. Now, Market AI is a great, fantastic tool for doing your market and fundamentals. And then once you do that, you line it up with your own technical analysis. Appreciate you, Kev. Do your own technical analysis, and that just adds more confirmation, right? It helps us. So if I'm looking for longs on gold and demand, and I see fundamentals are still strong on gold, great, I know I have the right bias. Markets open soon. Get ready to rumble. All right, so those options opened at 275, the gold ones. We have a passive seller sitting at 43.30 on gold. 15-minute time frame looks ready like it wants to squeeze higher. That would be my only slight concern right now. But I'd much rather see us pull back first. I do not want to jump in right at the open. There we go. Nice gold. Let's a lot of people also going to be taking profit, right? Anybody who was in options last night, they saw that big gap up, came right back down. They're getting the hell out of Dodge right now. So they're taking profit. We're coming down. We have low volume on this pullback. That's great. Oh, you know what I realized? I'm looking at the wrong option right now. I'm looking at Monday's expiration. Why would I want to do that when I could do a 0 day? Let's see. Go look at the 399 calls. Yeah, in the same situation, the deeper we go to the downside, the cheaper these options get, the better the options price, right? So if we start at 160 up here, we sell off and we could get this option around 60 or even 70, and then gold turns around, well, that 70 flips right back to that 160, right back to 240. So we could have a good move here. We just really have. I don't want to buy every time it looks like we're trying to pull back, because I see that sellers have stepped in pretty strong so far off the open. So I do want to just wait. There we go. Another drop on gold. That's why we're waiting. Waiting on gold to change. GLD. Nice, dude. Let's go gold. Just drop it like it's hot, man. Now, I wouldn't want to see us break that low we made during pre-market. Although we do have a bunch of low-hanging fruits that I call them, right? So let's see how we react to this 43.10. If 43.10 holds, I will take those calls. So the calls are at 63 right now. Let's see. If we just sell off right through this, though, I'm not taking it. Let's see. Alright, so I'm in at 71 on the contracts on calls for gold. If we do break this demand zone, I'll just get out. I'm completely happy with sort of my risk on this trade. If it runs to 0 on this option, I understand that's fine. Just got to know how much our risk is on the trade and how much our reward is on it too. So I am in some gold calls. I'm just looking for this demand zone to hold, and if it does fail, that's fine. I'll stop out down here. Still is a demand zone, still is an area of support. I am in the 399 calls. So right now gold's at 395. So if we could start pushing higher from here and make its way back even to 397, it's a $2 move. These calls are going to do very well. I like that we're trying to dance on this demand zone, but we're keep trying to fail it. So I do think we might want to run towards this 4304. 4304. Right over here. 4304. Like right here. Another area of support, 4300, another area of support. We might have some selling here to take us through this demand zone a little bit first. Let's just wait. I am in the calls. I will hold it. I'm cool with it. Only way I'm out of it is if we start like really selling off hard, which is fine too. How's the dollar looking? That's what I'd like to know too. ES and NQ, could we get through that demand zone? That would be great. Gold with a nice sell-off at this open right here. Dollar's still weak, so I wouldn't be completely like, oh man, gold's gonna sell off now. So I'm just waiting right now. 15-minute closes in 10 minutes. It's plenty of time for it to dump into this demand zone and then make its way all the way back up, right? So let's just be patient here. I wouldn't look to short inside a demand. Would only really look for longs here, especially given the bullish sentiment we've had. Definitely getting weak on the buy side, though, so we need to see that start to turn around. There's a little bit of buying pressure right there. Let's see, those contracts, I got filled at 71. Not the best fill, obviously, since I got in here, and it dropped even lower since then. But let's check our point of control. Hopefully, point of control is still outside of demand, which it is. Except that there is heavier volume coming towards demand. So again, we could wait for this reaction off 4300. Low volume shelf here off 4300 too. So let's just see and be patient there. Big drops on gold. Probably going to look to get out of... Okay, here's a low volume, almost no volume shelf there on gold. So this is where I'd like to really see a reaction. If we don't... Yeah, look at that drop on gold there, man. That was crazy. Let's see. Now, you guys know me and how I like to trade gold. Whenever we get these crazy spikes like that, a lot of times when we get the reaction, but if there's some volatility like that, took out a bunch of lows, we hit that market level. That's cool. Could see if I could fill another contract to average down. And then look to see if it follows through. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to flatten the position. Yeah, we got like no support below us, man. What's gold doing? Is gold ready to drop?
Pretty parabolic. It needs to.
Yeah, right? Check out the dollar. Dollar's trying to move higher, but barely. How can we? So now my average is 57 on this. Is able to average down real nice, but got to see that pullback. Even to 91 here on futures, and I'll look to get out. But let's just see, what's cooking right now.
And don't look at CRM again.
Yeah, let's not look at CRM again. Why, is it popping?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's going back to resistance.
Yeah, look at this. Gold also finding some resistance here, too. Well, some buyers are stepping in here, though, but they're definitely struggling. Mm-hmm. 2.5 left on the 5-minute. Look at the buy bubble that just produced there on gold just for it to fail. That's a huge red flag, guys. Huge. I mean, somebody's down here trying to buy, but a seller's absorbing all those buyers. Be patient on gold. Want to try to get out of these calls. Let's see. 15-minute. Would really need a reversal. Would really need to get back above these yellow levels. $42.90 on gold is where I would like to see us break. There's 42.87. There's 42.88. 87. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get out of one contract up here if it'll give me one more pop, just to get out near my new average price so that I don't lose more on this last contract if we do just start selling off again. But let's just give it a minute, see if we can surpass. If we could get above this low volume shelf right here, I'll hold both. If we keep like chopping around over here, that's why I would want to exit. But if we could surpass 42.92 right over here, then I'm holding. If not, probably failing. Definitely struggling. Let's see. Few seconds left, 30 seconds left in the 5-minute. I want to wait and see how this plays out. See if we squeeze on the last 30 seconds here. How's our point of control looking? Point of control is lower, but we do have that increased volume on that candle. We could see if this could be our reversal area. Here's that break. Okay, we're trying to get above the low volume shelf. That's good. We're above it. That's great. So I am going to look to try to hold these calls because, again, overall bullish sentiment on gold today. Well, every day lately. So 1 second. Boom. That's a nice 5-minute close for us. I will hold these contracts. Looking to see that everybody that was trying to sell these lows ends up trapped and we could reverse off that. If not, just got to be a little careful. Remember, in trading, never risk more than you're willing to lose. Let's see. NASDAQ. Bro, NASDAQ came into that resistance and rejected. So we'll just hold some gold today. How's gold looking on the daily time frame? Update our previous day high, previous day low, and our open price. Looks alright. 4:15 left in the 5-minute here. My only concern is point of control was lower on this 5-minute. But overall sentiment is still bullish on gold, no doubt about it. Dollar's weak, that's good. Gold also had that heavy volume on this 5-minute candle too. And we look for big volume like that on our reversals. So I will be patient. If gold could get back above 4,300, that would be ideal. There's 42.99, 42.99.7, there's 4,300. Back in the green on the options. Let's see. I'm going to get out of one up here. Maybe. Let's see. I'll get out of one up here to try to play it a little safe on the calls. Mainly because like we've seen. Let's see. You'll hear when I exit because it's Schwab and it makes the noise. But I want to see this, man. I want to see this. Let's see. Gold buying Delta. So it is still bullish. Just really need to see us hold above this 42.92, and that's where we're dipping into right now. Let's see if we get one more move here. Gold pulling back. We're just waiting now. We're really just being patient. I don't want to force anything and then have it continue. But I also don't want to be in the longs in case the shorts do take full control here. Where's our fib? High to low. We are at the 50%, so if we could chug through the 61 and 78, ideal. If not, not ideal. Do have a fair value gap right here. So I could possibly also look to take one right there. But also, don't forget, people trade inverse fair value gap. So if we inverse that, right, we break it after sweeping the low, that could also be another possible trade setup to help me hold the calls. I'm not a fan of how choppy we are over here, so I will look to try to exit a contract at 73 a contract. Right now the spread's pretty wide between 50 to 65 and then 60 to 75. So that's why I want to try to get out into some strength up here, hold that last contract and let it sort of play around for me. We're holding this low volume shelf pretty well, which is giving me some confidence. Yeah, I'm gonna actually cancel that exit for a moment and see if we can hold this. Minute 18 left on the 5-minute. 15-minute also has a minute 15 left too. So if we could get back above this yellow level, 43.04, before that 15-minute closes, we have 1 minute left, then I'm definitely going to be holding both contracts. We could also still wait for the 30-minute has to close too. So there are a few things we can't even be patient for if we aren't in the trade yet. Definitely struggling down here though, man. 47 seconds left. Gotta give it those 47 seconds. It could dump, it could pump, it could do whatever it wants. Cannot force it. We have no say, we just react.
React, don't predict.
That's right.
Alright, we just
28.
touched the bottom of my LZ right here.
Nice. 28 seconds left. Yep, NASDAQ, a nice pullback. Nice sell-off off of that supply zone. Gold, man, doing its best. Want to see it above 4,300 before this 5-minute closes.
They're gonna edge the zone again.
That's how I roll.
It's not very wide. It's like 675 to 700.
6.7. 6.7. I'm gonna hold the calls, man. I like the way this area was holding this 42.90. Just a little concerned on that selling pressure we had right at the open, but let's see if we get one more leg up. Gold's been on a rip lately. So we don't want to be like, oh, we're definitely short, we're definitely short. You know.
Oh, I was talking about NQ.
No, I know. I know. I'm talking about gold.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I know. I figured. Gold with another little push here. Definitely a little concerned on the weakness in this area, but we don't have a low volume shelf to really help support us or reject us, I should say. So if we could hold above 4,300, ideal on the longs.
There's the other edge of the LZ.
There we go. Come on, gold. Let's just pump. Let's go make a new all-time high. Why not, right? We're just gonna keep doing that. Let's see.
Here, I'll post it on my QQQ chart.
Nice. I'm in the 99 calls, so probably gonna get out of one right here at least. Try to get out of one into some strength. At like 72, if it'll fill me at 72. My average right now is 57. Bro, I'm telling you, man, part of me is like, do not exit this right now. Do not. Point of control is trying to make its way back higher again. We'll just see, we'll see. Trying to dip towards that 42.90 again. 42.90 is right over here. Right here. 42.90, that was support before. And we're still above it. It's just been a very slow grind higher on gold. And we don't really have price. Oh, we do have a price target, 38.89 up. I'm sorry, 43.89 up there. But other than that, we're not really seeing the cleanest price action. Did gold have a rollover on the contract? No, not yet. Because the volume just looks so dead right now.
Probably trying to decide whether they're probably in a holding pattern, trying to decide what they're going to do.
We're either going up or we're going down.
Going for the half back to 740.
Nice.
Ding. Target met.
Not trying to take anything on Nas right just yet. Still in gold. Looking to see about getting out in some strength up here. Equities are pulling back off of VWAP right now. Nvidia new high a day. Google's trying to hold low a day. So is Meta, so is Apple.
Gonna flood that range to 800, aren't they?
Bro, why does volume look like this on gold right? People have just given up on gold. They're like, all right, it's too extended. Nobody buy it here.
Yep.
I need to see us hold this 90 area. Pulling back into it again. 90 to 93. Definitely looking like it's getting ready to dump. 50 seconds left in the 5-minute. 15 didn't close where we wanted, but the 30-minute still has the opportunity, and so does the hourly. So I'm not like same situation, guys. I'm not completely ducking out of the longs because higher time frames are still leaning on that bull side, and we know we've been bullish overall. So we'll just wait, see if we get that squeeze. And if we do get a squeeze in our direction because we're in options, it's going to give us a great ROI. If it fails, then all right, we choke it up, we take a loss. Here's that 93 again. Almost want to keep adding in this 93 area. We keep pulling back to it. But the more we pull back to a zone, the weaker it gets. It is a key level right here, though. 4291.3. That was a pivot low from demand. So we could see if this wants to sort of be our bull flag, and then pop. But right now, definitely feeling weaker. Just based off the 5-minute feeling weaker. If we can't break that recent 5-minute high, probably gonna look to exit. If we break below this 90 area, 86-ish, probably also look to exit. Let's see. Like I said, I took calls on, not calls, but I took futures on gold MGC over here, so I'm up 300 on the futures account for the day from an overnight trade. So I'm just being real patient.
Just chill.
Just chill. Chill, brother, chill.
Profits and chill.
Profits and chill. It's funny.
I gotta get up and service my furnace pretty quick here.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
we might go for that green 5-minute low over here. Still holding up this 90 area. NASDAQ back in supply. ES did not have a supply zone there, so I was looking for NASDAQ to break it and retest the area. So I'm being patient for my NASDAQ setup. Gold consolidating in this area. There might be a buyer absorbing all these sellers, and that's why we're failing to break through it. YouTube guys, hit that like button, man. Let's make some money. YouTube, the stock market said they'll only pay us if you run that like button up and tell your friends to join the live stream. See if we get a move here. Come on, gold. 9:52. Market's only been open for about 22 minutes. There's some gold move. A little bit of a market pulse there. Squeeze. A little bit of buyer. The seller over here absorbed, sort of under the water if we're able to reverse and hold up. Let's see. 4,300 right there. 4,301. Great. Come on now. Surpass 4,305 and we should be in the clear on these longs. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, guys, give me a half a second. I'm gonna be right back. I am back, and guys, come on, I told you to watch my gold trade for me. You let it sell off like that? Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up? Sorry about that. Let's see. I'll hold gold for a moment. I just want to see, where did the YouTube thing go? Hmm, there it is. I'm going to probably look to flatten this. Give it like another second, but like, look at that hourly, man. Really not much supporting longs anymore on gold. 30-minute didn't give us that reversal. 15 ended up failing. I wanted to see this candle or this one break above this level, 43.06. Failed. I'd like a pullback before I flatten it, but we might not get that pullback, so I might be better off just hitting flatten right now. And we call it a day on gold calls. That's fine. Still in profit from yesterday. That's awesome. It's up 100 yesterday, lost 70 on this is fine. I even oversized a little bit and still managed to have a very small loss. Let's see, ES and NQ. Oh, okay. Could they be lining up with something? Equities holding support. NASDAQ might be giving us something here. We don't want to be jumping around too much, though. Let's see. Look for like a long position off of these lows over here. Let's see. Good morning, guys. So definitely, I'm probably going to even close out of Schwab for now. Leave that alone. Craziness. Let's see. VIX is chopping. Something people have pointed out lately is that the VIX was moving higher along with ES trying to move higher. And those should not be happening. Look at that. Equities holding, man. Looking good on NAS. We had the break and the pullback. I did miss the pullback entry, so we could wait for this 5 minute. We have 2.5 minutes left here. Could possibly look for a pullback and entry, but let's just wait. Same thing as gold, where the range is really wide on NASDAQ. These 5 minute candles, about 70 points. So go with micros, guys. Definitely go with micros. Let's see.
Diego, look, come here.
Davy Cricket, king of the wild backyard.
Let's see. 42.60. Gold with another big drop right there, man. Huge. All those people buying the highs, like myself, getting hit by that pullback, like myself. I'm just playing. Crazy selling. A lot of selling. Let's see. Gold. Could wait on NASDAQ. Equities are looking pretty strong at the moment. Weighted index is also pushing higher off VWAP. VIX is trying to move lower finally. So things are definitely lining up on the buy side for equities like ES and NQ right now. And we could probably look at ES and see if there's a better entry criteria. But volume profile wise, it's just a big D shape, right? Where we have heavy volume in the middle, low volume to the upside, low volume to the downside. So the best way to trade a range like this is to wait for a break of one side and a retest of those low volume shelves we create. Let's see. Yes, we had the sellers here, but now we have sellers at 66.85. So it almost seems like those big orders are expecting price to go even higher on ES again. There goes NASDAQ near that new high a day. Are we above previous day high? I think we are. Are we? No, we're not. We took out previous day low and we swept all the way back up. That could be in range. Where is NQ? So yeah, check this out, guys. NQ, we opened on the New York session within the range of the previous New York session. So that automatically makes this an inside bar and would make this a target or this a target. So now we could wait for our initial balance, which is forming right now. There are IB on there, our open candle continuation on there. And we see that it's going to be closing green. So this tells us our long position target should be this one up here. So if I'm looking at NQ over here, might possibly be able to find a setup like this, depending on how the rest of this, the 10:30 closes, because the initial balance is 9:30 to 10:30. Gold, big drops, man. Definitely glad we stepped out of the way on that one. NASDAQ, look at this 24,840 over here. 24,840. Might look for a reaction off of that. I do want to check point of control, make sure that is moving higher. It was lower over here. It was higher beforehand. This could have been a pivot lower, and then we had a lot of buying, impulse buying up here. So let's just see. Nvidia trying to make new high day. So is Google. So is Microsoft's about $1 away from it. Just waiting right now. Let's see. I don't want to short this. I don't want to go long right now up here at the highs. I did want to see if we get a pullback first. think it's funny. We opened the NASDAQ chart while it was down here, and I was saying that looks like a solid pullback entry. Unfortunately missed it. That's alright. We're chilling right now. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? We
I'm
got
back.
our homie Pedro saying he's going to try some shorts here. Stop at 967. 967. So he's going to short here. 967. 967. Is he short NQ or ES? No, okay, 967. Oh, that was 956. Oh, okay, he was stopped out. Gotcha, gotcha. I was trying to figure out where we are right now compared to that. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
A good target from a short here would be like 820.
Target for a short here, 820. Yeah. Here's that 830. I wanted to see these 830s hold. But I don't want to just be buying up here for the sake of buying up here. Plus, we don't really have any areas right now.
Yeah, I missed 820 by one tick there. Oh, 2 ticks.
Part of me wants to try Nas longs here off this 35. So I will stop at the low we just made. So I'm in long NQ, looking for new high a day. Looking for equities to hold up. Equities did take a bit of a pullback, actually. Yeah, don't take this, guys. This might go right to stop, actually. Be careful. Yeah, instantly don't like this trade anymore. Let's just be patient. I got a tight stop loss on it, so I'm cool with it doing its thing. But, let's see.
I'm going to dig through the watch list and see if I find any gems.
Cool. Yeah, get out. Nope, no thank you. I do still think it's bullish. I think this is just pullbacks, but I don't want to keep trying to go long every time. Especially with how volatile we are right now. VIX trying to move higher. Gold chopping around. If we start to pull up here on Nas, I'm taking the long off 30, stop at 20. But if we just fail, then no trade. Weighted index is still pulling back. If our equities could start to pump again, another reason to take a long, but they're struggling right here. Let's see. Big drops, not taking anything, just being patient. Looks like almost a short opportunity right here. But I just want to wait. There's a lot of buyers sitting at this 24,820. $15-minute, 30-minute, hour. I'm really not seeing anything ideal right now, guys. Even gold. Would wait for like a 15-minute time frame. I really wouldn't take anything right now. Other than a possible short. But equities have been trying to hold up. How's our watch list? Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to see the weighted index fail and see NASDAQ try to pull back towards VWAP. Look at this, guys. Buyers said no thank you. We want it. Let's see. Gold. Nas, we'll wait for 10:30 for NASDAQ. Just because. Gotta remember this initial balance is looking bullish at the moment. Made the low first before we made the high.
I don't really like anything in the watch list today. It's mostly biotech.
Yeah. Hmm. Damn, NASDAQ. All right. We were a little early on the longs before, I see. Like I said, though, I really want to wait for that 1030. See that initial balance? Nvidia pumping. Equity sort of choppy right now. Apple is like every other. It's a red candle, green candle, red candle. So is Microsoft, so is Meta, so is Google. Nvidia's got a bit more strength than the rest. Don't buy the highs here on NQ. Just be careful, be patient. We are pushing higher. Might see a little pump. But again, don't buy the highs here. It's very quick to pull back. Ideally, this was the setup before. This setup where we went for new high a day. There we go, Nas. Remember, bull side target for NASDAQ. Boom! Look at that. All the way at a 25,188. 25,188. And look, now we're leaving those low volume shelves. Perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Where's that?
You waiting on a pullback now?
Yeah, right. Could we have a real trend first and then a pullback? Like close somewhere up here and then pull back. Minute 11 left, so I would like to see another move up. Gold just dropping like it's hot. NASDAQ finally looking like it wants to line up for something. And we do have supply at 25,062. So previous day high and that level are possible targets. 190 is previous New York session high, and that's where the edge full target is. We'll see. Let's see if this setup plays out on NASDAQ. Retest of 96, stop loss somewhere around 83. 96 entry. 83 stop. Say 80. Damn, look at these buyers non-stop. New high a day, Meta, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Not Amazon, my apologies. VIX dropping like it's hot. Might get a pop here again, follow through. Looking for a pullback to 90s, 92, 96. Yep, just like Pedro said, these 5-minute candles are wild right now. Just like I mentioned earlier, the wicks are huge. If you're trading this, go with some micros. Wonder if gold's giving us a short opportunity right here, seeing how strong it's selling off. We're not at previous day low yet, but we're close.
Hell, we're getting 15-point candles on a 3-second chart. That's crazy.
On what, NQ or gold?
On NQ.
That's crazy.
Those are some nice candles.
That's too fast for me.
My kind of candles.
Waiting on NASDAQ. We got 330 left on this 5-minute. And again, we're still waiting on the 1030. Some resistance here on NQ at 24,950. So we'll see if this wants to be our pullback towards the 900. 24,986, 905 areas over there. Like right over there. Okay, pulling back. Like to see it. Let you guys know if I take anything on NQ. Just please be careful with sizing wise. VIX is at a key level. That could be an area where we reverse. So be careful on that. Hitting this low volume shelf right here. 89 possible stop loss on that. Let's see. 902 possible entry right here. Just 1 second. Equities are pulling back off resistance too, so I don't want to jump in longs right this second. Taking it. Stop loss is at 87. If it goes right to stop, that's fine. It's a really tight stop loss on this trade. Looking for that 5-minute continuation. I don't like the VIX. That's my biggest issue right now.
That's what VIX puts her for.
No, this VIX looks like it wants to reverse back higher. I'm long NASDAQ, though, off of 900. Stop loss is at 87. 13-point stop loss in this crazy range. Might run for it. Let's see. Be careful. Very volatile right here. 50 seconds left. I want to see us move higher on this 5-minute now. If we fail, I'm just right out. $39 seconds. Gotta find some follow through like ASAP. If not, probably just gonna get stopped out. That's okay.
Yeah, there's a nice low volume shelf at 24,875.
Yeah, that's where I got in. Ah, wait, let's see. 87 is my stop loss, but it looks like it might want a gun for that real quick. There we go. Like this low volume shelf, this is what I wanted us to hold. That's why I took this entry here. But at this point, it's definitely struggling. Like, no doubt about it. But it looks like it's trying to hold. So we'll be patient. See how it reacts. If it fails, it fails. We get stopped out and stopped out. Oh, that is support right there, though. Just wait. Just wait. I don't like it. VIX is telling me no. Volume's telling me yes. I don't know, bro. That's crazy. Let's see. There we go. Follow through on that now, NASDAQ. There we go. Come on now. Pump, pump, pump. I re-entered. I'm probably get out here into strength, though. Brings me back to a little bit of break even on the day. Got chopped up before. Damn, NASDAQ. It is looking all right. Let's see.
A chow.
Chow. Equity's looking okay to hold. VIX trying to move lower here. See if we could squeeze here and pop above 25. Boom, there's that pop above 25. Get back above 25 now. Damn, bro. Nas ain't giving up.
All right, I gotta get some stuff done.
All right, take care, Jer.
You too, man. See you guys.
See you. Be good.
See you, Jeremy.
Damn, Nasdaq, what you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Nasdaq and gold today, man. The hell's going on?
It's
Low
going
volume
up.
shelf crashed on NQ.
It's going up, and then it's going down.
It's really funny. VIX trying to move higher. Would be bearish sentiment. How's the 15-minute looking? Still more bullish, though. 30-minute looks like it's trying to reject lower. But just be patient. Remember that hourly we were looking at. Initial balance still is 8 minutes. We're leaning more bullish on the IB.
I feel like they like to go down and get stop losses and then head back up.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing right now. It's like, hey, I'm just going to grab your stop loss. Thank you. See you later. So we're just going to wait. We don't want to get stop hunted. This 99 area, though, this was what I liked, and it failed it, so really just be patient, especially with VIX moving lower, man. I almost want to try a short based off of the VIX alone, but shorts are definitely failing too-ish at the moment. That's crazy seeing gold sell off so strong. Probably just short gold anywhere today. That's what I like about gold, too, is when it does trend, I don't want to say it's an easier trade, but it does have a lot more follow-through. Let's see. VIX is at a key level, really rejecting that key level, too. Equities are getting weak, except for NVIDIA. If NVIDIA could start selling off, NQ's definitely going to feel that. 30-minute closes in 6 minutes. So we could let that close. That's also when our initial balance forms. And open candle continuation, which is going to be green. Definitely trying to hold up here. But I really want to let the 30-minute close, man. Getting stopped out over and over is not part of our trade plan. But buying lows, selling highs is. So let's see. VIX dropping again. Be patient on the equities. New high a day on NVIDIA. Be patient. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Somebody comment something here in chat. Are you following based on type trades, retail versus institute? So these are just like, this is volume. So any heavy volume hitting the markets, check. Real tough point here. We're just gonna wait. We could wait for this 5 minutes to close. That'll give us our initial balance, which will also give us a 30-minute close, which could possibly give us our next entry. NVIDIA pumping. Rest of the equity is pretty weak right now. Not in anything. Just considering shorts up here. Based off of how the 30-minute looks like it's ready to close. Got 4 minutes left for that, though.
The longs still have legs, because Kevin, because the measured move would take us to 25,000.
Yes, sir. Good call, good call. Yeah, and we still have, I gotta keep coming back to initial balance and opening candle continuation. That's gonna be green on the day, too. So I don't really want to be jumping in these shorts just right now. Equity's taking a hit. Definitely trying to stay bullish here. Looks like it could be squeezing here for a pop to the upside. Some unfinished business in 24,970. Where are my extensions? No, maybe they don't form until it closes. Equities are choppy. If equities weren't chop right here, I would be looking for a long position on NQ. It looks like it's ready to squeeze higher. Microsoft trying to pump. So is Meta. So is Apple. So is Amazon. Nvidia trying to get there too. Okay, could be something. Again, I'd be careful with buying these highs. All it takes is a little bit of a hit right here for it to drop from 25 to 900 even. A 25-point drop like nothing. Look at that. 10 points right there as I'm speaking. And there's your other 10. Equities flipping now. VIX is probably still at that key level. Yep. Telling you, VIX at key level and the 30-minute trying to create that basing candle. Looks like we're getting ready. But if this 30-minute closes up here, I'm not looking for shorts. The 30-minute really needs to start breaking down lower. I'll look for any signs for a short, but we're running out of time for the shorts. They need to take control, like, for the next 50 seconds. They're not doing it. Sounds like we're going to be looking for longs. VIX moving lower still. And Q, you got 30 seconds left to make up your mind. Equity's taking a little bit of a hit here. 18 seconds. Not grabbing a short now. We waited this long. Wait another 15 seconds. 10 seconds. We're not getting that 30-minute close. It's going to stay bullish. Okay. So here's our possible trade on NQ. If we can pull back to down here. It's our initial balance, 25% retracement. We haven't broken out of it yet, but opening candle continuation wise, we are looking for bulls. Where is... Oh, come on, they changed things? That's annoying. Okay, so actually this would be the setup because that's our 25% retracement right there. But let's wait. You guys know I don't like to just get in for the sake of getting in. Equity's pulling back pretty hard right now. 15-minute? Still leaning bullish. 30-minute? Still leaning bullish. Hourly, all these other time frames still leaning bullish. So I just see this as a pullback.
I'm in a low size long now.
Yeah. I know I wanted to see support over here too, but we'll see. Want to be a little patient, a little careful. Like I said, I'm looking for the initial balance break out to the upside now. Dude, this range is insane on NASDAQ.
No, I just stopped out for 10 points. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, this is too wild of a range right now. Let's just be super patient, super careful. Equities, a little bit of a bear flag, bull flag, I should say. VIX trying to spike higher off a key level still. Weighted index.
Yeah, I
Weak.
think I'm out. I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of my Friday and weekend. Hope everybody else does.
Good, man. Good. That's the best way.
Thanks for your help, Kevin.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure. Always. Let's see.
There's a 5-minute pivot at 24.84.8.
Nice. Some selling pressure here. Be careful. Don't go long just yet. It's trying to hold. Let's see. Equities are pretty strong to the downside. Again, don't go long just right now. This big seller right here, if we reverse, this could be our long position off of like 80 with our stop loss at 70. If we reverse off that seller. If we get another leg off that seller, then it's not a long entry. Looks like it's getting ready for another little drop. Yep, just wait. Market's really testing our patience today, ladies and gents. It's the way it is. VWAP is down here, so we have about... How many points is that to VWAP? 156 points. Another drop here on NQ. Hitting into... This was the broken supply zone we had before, so this broken supply does become demand now that we broke it, so we do just want to see if we could push into it and find some support. Volume profile is pretty choppy right now, so that is unfortunate. A lot of selling. Sellers, sellers, sellers. Are we going to sweep 811? I don't think so, 811. Maybe. It's trying to.
Retesting the orb high.
VIX is flying right now. Be careful. Equities are selling off. I'm definitely going to be a little patient on longs. This is that broken supply zone, though. Try one more here with the stop at the low we just made, but understand that, guys, please, sellers are trying to take control. Sellers have taken control, really. Want to see this buyer step in here and really start to absorb these sellers from now. $18 is my stop loss, so I'm giving 25 some room. Ooh, gross, man. What is this? VIX pumping, equities dropping. I guess we might as well just be looking for shorts on a scalp. Let's just wait. Yo, now that we flipped our bias, it's gonna go bullish. I'm just kidding. 15-minute. Again, it's like these higher time frames are still suggesting a bit more bullish, but right now the current price action we're seeing is... Oh, OBS disconnected. These sellers, man, are nasty right now. Nasty.
Yeah, felt that.
Yeah, nah, these are, we don't want to try longs anymore. That's for sure. Get all this shit off my chart. Minute 30 left, point of control. That's what we should have been checking this whole time. It's still trying to move lower, looking for shorts. VIX is popping. Dude, I had the VIX at the key level too, man. I gotta listen to those clues the market's given us. Literally been saying that for a while now. VIX is at a key level. VIX is at a key level. Nvidia dropping. Nasdaq's gonna feel that. I'd like to find a possible pullback entry for a short. $39 seconds left. Shit. Okay. Damn, Naz. Sheesh. That's why when we're in that middle of nowhere area, it's just best to, like, not even take any trades. Guys, don't forget, I think Apex ended their sale, too. That 80% off. I'm sure they'll end up adding it back again. They always run that sale. What time is it? What day is it? Yeah, no, it's not running right now. So I hope you guys were able to grab some accounts beforehand. I know y'all use key indexes for confirmations, ESNQ VIX, where other indexes also good confirmation. Russell, not really, but the Dow would be a better one. Bro, look at that NASDAQ, man. That is wild. Wild, child. Just dropping. It dropped how many points now? 135 points in the past 15 minutes.
Trying just one more.
I'm trying just one more. No. Keep them losses small. What's your P&L on the day? Don't add to it. Today's the 17th. 17th. think this is where sellers might take us back another leg, but be careful, man. This has been so choppy. 24,800 was able to break and get back above. Maybe. Maybe.
And up the go we high of day.
Yeah, let's push up another 145 points again. One more quick little move. It could. Definitely could. Open candle continuation was green. We just haven't had the breakout of the initial balance yet either. Nice, Naz, look at that. Remember, two possible targets today are still 25, 180, 178, or downside 24, 642. Initial balance and opening candle continuation are leaning towards the upside. Gold found some support down here too below its market levels. What a sell-off. Did we hit any levels on Bookmap that we like held as support? Like the hell did we hold? We didn't really hold anything. We held this high or low right here, but that's about it. We're making some lower lows, lower highs. Took out this low right there. Looks like we're getting ready to take out this low right here. This next one, 670, would be next target to the downside. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm wrapping the stream up there. Markets have been incredibly crap today. Market said, yeah, here's your happy Friday. But I hope you all had a great day, great trading week. Do not let one day define your whole trading week, right? We want to live to trade another day. And I will see you guys all on Monday. We'll make some money on Monday. Hopefully markets give us some better price action. A lot of times Fridays will give us this poor price action when the rest of the week was giving us better price action. We know we absolutely killed it this week, so it is what it is.
Well, it's OPEX day also.
Oh man, I didn't even realize that. Oh, that sucks. I wish I knew that. Did Market have that? I wonder if Market had that available.
Ah, man. Yeah, it is a Witch Friday. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I'm gonna let them know at Market to add somewhere like catalysts for like what catalyst could hit ES, and that would be the what would you say, the OPEX, right? That's what it is today, OPEX.
Yeah, not a special one. It's not a double, triple, quadruple switching or nothing like that. It's just it is an OPEX though.
Gotcha. Cool.
As far as I know, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I
We're
got.
supposed to
Single
have
witch.
them. It's October and they're switching. We're supposed to have a quad super duper witching in October.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you all have a great weekend. Some of you I have later for some one-on-one sessions, so I'll see you guys later. Other than that, have a great weekend. I'll see you all